This hammer handle is broken and unusable, but we don't need to buy a new one or use expensive tools. With simple materials at home, we can make it strong and ready to use again. We use a heat-resistant PVC pipe because it's designed to withstand high temperatures. It's usually thicker, stronger, and much sturdier for a hammer handle. Now we move on to the cutting stage. Cut the PVC pipe to a length that feels right for a hammer handle. Make sure it's comfortable to grip so it stays balanced and easy to use. After cutting it, this is the piece we'll use as the new hammer handle. The size has been adjusted to fit comfortably in hand. Next, we heat the end of the PVC pipe over an open flame. The goal is to soften the material so it becomes easier to shape according to our needs. Make sure to heat it evenly and be careful not to burn it. Once the pipe becomes hot and slightly flexible, we immediately start shaping it. At this stage, we use an adjustable spanner to flatten the end of the pipe. Press it slowly and firmly until the shape matches what we need, since this part will later serve as the base for the hammerhead. After flattening the pipe, you can see the end becomes wider and more solid. Next, we trim it using a small handsaw to adjust the size and make it cleaner. Cut it carefully so both sides stay even and balanced. Once that's done, we heat it again over the stove for a few seconds. This second heating process helps soften the material once more, making it easier to refine the shape. Now the pipe is ready for the next forming step. Next, we carefully trim the end of the pipe using a small saw and a cutter. The goal is to make it precise enough to fit perfectly into the hole of the hammerhead. Trim it little by little while testing the fit to avoid making it too loose. Make sure the shape stays even and symmetrical so the final result will be strong and durable. Once it fits tightly and securely, this step is successfully completed. Before moving to the final heating process, we first prepare a wooden wedge as reinforcement. This piece of wood will act as a stopper to lock the hammerhead more securely. Cut the wood according to the inner diameter of the PVC pipe. Make sure it fits tightly so it won't feel loose when inserted. With this added reinforcement, the handle will be stronger and more durable during use. Once everything is ready, we can proceed to the final assembly stage. After testing it, we realized that part of the pipe wasn't flattened enough. Because of that, the flattened section didn't extend above the hammerhead to secure the wooden wedge properly. So, we need to fix it. We heat the pipe once again over the flame until it becomes soft and flexible. Once it's hot enough, we carefully reshape and flatten it further to create enough surface on top. This adjustment will ensure the wooden wedge can be locked firmly in place for maximum strength and stability. Once everything fits perfectly, heat the pipe again until it becomes soft. While it's still hot, insert the hammerhead straight for a precise fit. Then place the wooden wedge inside the pipe. Hammer it firmly until it feels tight and solid. This locks the hammerhead securely in place. When nothing moves anymore, the new handle is strong, stable, and ready to use. But the process is not finished yet. The remaining PVC pipe and wooden wedge sticking out are trimmed using a small saw for a clean finish. Cut it carefully along the top surface of the hammerhead to keep it precise. Once trimmed, the result looks neat, solid, and almost like a factory-made handle. From a broken tool, we can still bring it back to life using simple tools available at home. No need to buy a new one or spend a lot of money. With a little creativity and effort, old items can become strong and useful again.